How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP...
Coming to you from the Ninoy Aquino Stadium dito sa Maynila, nagpapatuloy ang ating PBA Tuesday live on RPTV at isang napakagandang bakbakan ang nakahain para sa ating lahat ngayong Martes ng gabi dahil magtatapat na naman ang Meralco at TNT. Sina CJ Cancino coming off a big bounce-back win over Titan, 118-95 in a game final score. Makikipagtambalan na naman dito kay Marvin Jones as they face off against Ball, Manut, Ball, and the rest of the TNT Tropang 5G. Back-to-back wins na etong TNT matapos matalo nung nauna, kaya naghahanap na sila ng kanilang unang streak ng ating Commissioner's Cup. Hat-trick or back-to-back? Yan ang pamagat ng ating bakbakan. Magandang gabi, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao at lahat na nakatutok sa atin. Saan man kayo sa mundo, ating makakakwentuhan si Senyor El Conquistador, Dominic Uy.
Ang ganda ng intro mo ngayon, ha?
Siyempre.
Mukhang planado.
Namiss kita eh.
Pero ang mas maganda, yung mainit na panahon, mainit na laro nitong dalawang koponan. Tignan natin itong Meralco Bolts. Sa ating team standings, itong Meralco at 3 wins already, losing just 1 game against the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Masakit yon nung tinalo sila ng Rain or Shine kasi walang import ng Rain or Shine. But gotta give it to Rain or Shine at 4-0 right now. Ito namang TNT at 2-1 with back-to-back wins. Natalo din itong TNT. Interestingly enough, dito sa Rain or Shine. So both teams now, like you said, one going for 3 straight wins. Yung isa naman gusto ng back-to-back.
At ayan na nga po, no, puro suki ng Ross ang magkatapat ngayong gabi. Hamulan tayo sa top 4, syempre. Dahil yung top 4 may twice to beat advantage yan pagdating ng quarterfinals. Malayo pa naman yan. Kailangan makapamuhunan ng maaga. Kaya yung Meralco, matapos ka matalo dun sa Ross, napakalaki ng bounce back kontra Titan.
Ang ganda ng bigay nitong Meralco at that game against Titan. 23 assists. You gotta love that movement of that basketball. 50% from the field dahil dun sa ikot ng kanilang bola. 52 points in the paint and then 61 first half points. So alam mo talagang gigil itong Meralco makabawi after that loss against Rain or Shine. Admittedly, hindi magandang nilaro nila against Rain or Shine. At alam natin, Rain or Shine, suki yan sa Meralco in the previous conferences. Kaya naman gusto nila makabawi sa Meralco in that previous game.
Etong si CJ Cancino, before that game against, before that last win, was limited to just 13 points though. Pero tinobol up niya yan for a conference best 26-point performance and he was unstoppable, especially early on.
Well, especially when CJ Cancino is healthy, napakaganda ng kanyang nilalaro. Remember in the previous conferences, he made a couple of mistakes towards the end game. Pero nandiyan pa rin, binibigay sa kanya yung kumpiyansa, binibigay sa kanya minuto because he is definitely the guys that they want to build this franchise around. Alam nila that they have veterans but they also have young guys like CJ Cancino who can score 26 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists plus 18 siya. A conference high for him against Titan Ultra.
Ang kanilang makakatapat ngayong Martes dito sa Ninoy, hiyawang kagad yung mga tao sa pagpasok ng kanilang import dahil solid na pinapakita na itong tropang 5G. Dom already mentioned it, they lost to Ross to open their campaign, pero back-to-back wins na to over NLEX and SMB.
Namagu, I covered this ball game. TNT was just spot on in that first quarter. Doon talaga nila pinalaking kalamangan and never looked back. They moved that ball really well. They shot the ball really well. Nung pumasok ang kanilang mga 3 points, yun na, tuloy-tuloy na. 46 points from the perimeter, 42 bench points, 23 assists. They were moving so well. Tignan natin because it's been a long time since they last played kung ganun pa rin ang rhythm nitong TNT.
And we continue the action inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium, and this is the Commissioner's Cup of your PBA 50. Our second game for this evening features the Meralco Bolts versus the TNT Tropang 5G. Let us now meet the starters. First for the Meralco Bolts. Point guard from Pangasinan, number 5, Jason Brickman. Shooting guard from Valenzuela City, number 71, CJ Cancino. Small forward from Pidig, Ilocos Norte, number 11, Chris Newsom. Power forward from Cavite City, number 7, Cliff Hodge. And at center, it's a Bolts reinforcement, number 3, Marvin Jones. Coaching the Bolts is Luigi Trillo. It is now time to meet the starters for the TNT Tropang 5G. Point guard from Apol Misamis Oriental, number 6, Ray Nambatak. Shooting guard from Tondo, Manila, number 15, Jordan Hidding. Small forward from Dumaguete City, number 8, Calvin Octana. Power forward from San Fernando, La Union, number 45, Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. And at center, it's a Tropang 5G's reinforcement, number 1, Ball Manute Ball. Coaching the Tropang 5G is Chod Reyes. Game officials are Peter.
Referees in charge tonight, Peter Balao, Jerry Narandan, Ryan Peclaro, and Carlo Vergara. Same starting unit to all throughout the tournament para sa Meralco. Ito ng mga TNT, nagpabalik para sa kanila sa starting 5, sina Nambatak and Ganuelas Rosser. Ball is up and in play. Your PBA Tuesday night is on dito sa RPTV.
You know, gonna be interesting. Meralco, you know, when you look at them, this is probably one of their best conferences with their start of 3-1. Kasi yung mga previous conferences nila, hindi maganda yung kanilang panimula, especially the last 2 or 3 when they had a number of injuries. And slowly but surely, they're getting healthier, pati itong TNT ganun din.
Bawi mode din ang siguro nasa utak ng Meralco ngayon dahil huli silang nagtapat na itong TNT was in the semis of the Philippine Cup as Cliff Hodge knocks down the jumper to open up the scoring at nanalo sa best of 7 series na yun. Itong TNT 4-1 lead.
At yun na nga, gusto, itong Meralco at TNT, talagang magkakilala yung dalawang koponan na yan. They know and they understand how each other play. And you know, end of the day, it's about who brings it at that particular game. Alam naman natin na lalo pagdating sa isang serye.
Lambatag trying to clean up that autonomous. Couldn't hang on to it, pero na-last touch naman ang import netong Bolts.
Magugusto ko pag-usapan itong si Jason Brickman. Brickman just brings so many things to the table, especially setting up his teammates. Makikita natin yung kanyang numero gumaganda ng gumaganda as the games go by. He's really a true point guard that I feel Meralco needs. Why? Because now Newsome can go to the 2 spot once again. Does not necessarily need to go and dribble that basketball up. CJ Cancino din. Hindi lang kailangan. So they can give all that weight dito kay Jason Brickman.
He's a 34-year-old rookie. Medyo may seasoned na nga pagpasok. But he was the 7th overall pick na Meralco and he's now playing more minutes than Chris Banquero. Tama.
Maganda dyan. They can split the minutes, right? Banquero more of a scorer if you look at it. However, itong si Brickman talagang a playmaker and really just getting used to the style of Meralco. Kasi kakasali lang niya. You remember in the previous conference, did not actually play.
How about Cliff Hodge? The guy has been struggling from the field, averaging just 2 per game. 4 na. So far, lahat ng puntos ngayon, conference ay na yan, Dong.
Tama, itong si Cliff Hodge, alam naman natin, he's one of the veterans of Meralco. He's only played for Meralco all throughout his PBA career. And why? Because of the effort. Dahil kahit anong mangyari, kaya diretso papunta sa basket, even if he falls down, he's there to get up and giving up that great pass to their import Jones.
Coach Sean Reyes letting his players try and figure this one out. 6-0 start na para sa Bolts. Play on.
Oh, we know itong Meralco just coming off a win. TNT as well. Pero yun nga, medyo matagal na yung laro nitong TNT when they played San Miguel, you know, a number of days back.
Ball to that left side. Puts it up and out. Jones will gather it. And it is going to be Cancino who will attack. He gets around heading, gets the basket. Bigas sama pang paola.
In that game against San Miguel, TNT was a step ahead and quicker than San Miguel in the first quarter. So far in this ball game, Meralco naman ang may lamang na gano'n against TNT.
CJ taking on all defenders there. Catching, heading on his back heel. And he will complete the 3-point play. 9-0 start to, Dong.
Magu, grabe yung shiftiness kasi nitong si CJ Cancino. And like you said, it's a 9-0 run. And no timeouts yet. Like you said, Coach Schott letting his guys try to figure this out.
Maya-maya, makakakwentuhan din natin. Dito sa RPTV, si Miss Eileen Shee. Babalitaan tayo ng mga availability ng mga players as of Tana finally punctures the hoop para sa TNT.
And that time, nakita niya, they were patient, trying to get and set up their teammate. Calvin Oftana coming off that screen, going all the way to the basket.
The 30-year-old 6'5" former NCAA Finals MVP, or make that the NCAA MVP in 2018, completes the 3-point play. And as promised, kikwentuhan tayo ni Miss Eileen.
Gentlemen, winning over the San Miguel Beermen by 26 points. Coach Sandy Arespocochaga highlighted how much familiarity and recognition played a part in their recent success. Ika nga ni Coach Sandy, we finally got over the hump, stringing up an excellent game on both ends of the floor. Na-recognize na ni Bol ang kanyang teammates, and the locals also contributed greatly in balancing our offense. The good news is that they have more reinforcements coming in today, with Kelly Williams being reactivated in place of Gio Halalon, who is experiencing back spasms due to a herniated disc, pati rin si Gren Cubuntin, who already served his 2-game suspension. Wala lang si Simon Enciso today due to a grade 1 calf strain, pero ika nga ni Coach Sandy, continuous improvement is what we're after, and today the priority is being able to execute our offensive concepts against number 1 defensive team, Meralco. Balik sa inyo.
Anytime you can bring back a former MVP, in Kelly Williams. Nothing but good things should come out of it, though.
Definitely. And, you know, he's a veteran. He's won numerous championships with TNT. He's a great defender. Ilan?
In total, 10. Kasi may santalo na rin siya. Ikala ko, championship lang, biglang diniretso mo sa TNT. Kaya matras ako.
Championships as a whole, 10.
Yeah.
With TNT, 9.
Yeah. Ayan. Kaya napatras ako. Napatras ako.
Dahil pinutol mo isang madali na yun.
Pali na nga, papaputol mo ba? Pambira ka naman.
9.5 lang pala. Ito yung sinasabi natin. Itong si Kelly Williams. Just like what BGR is doing to the import, ganun din ang nagiging role ni Kelly. Kapag may import, because sila ang dumidepensa, usually the primary defender against the opposing team's import.
Yun o, Kyle Marino. Kinuha dito ni Marvin Jones, making it a 10-point lead now para sa Meralco, 13-3. Timeout muna para sa TNT. Timeout na to. Hatid sa atin ang Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Labas lang tayo ng labas eh. Attack! Attack! Get some force in your attacks. Don't get ball here against Hutch. He's gonna have a hard time. Get ball on the roll or on post. Okay? And every time ball is driving, Jones is firing. So Brandon, get underneath. Okay? Don't react too much.
Back here at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium for the 50th season of the PBA Commissioner's Cup. A win is a win pero hindi pwedeng nasasanay tayo blowing out big leads. Ito nga ang sinabi ni Coach Nenad Vucinic after their 40-29 fourth quarter output in favor of Titan in the last game. Now this concern is even more relevant because this has also been the tendency facing TNT last conference. Lalamang na malaki pero hindi masusustain. Kaya naman this break they focus on being able to handle one-on-one situations pati ng individual tendencies ng TNT, especially on transition. Ika nga ni Coach Sandro Soriano, they have a tough task of guarding ball at the perimeter all while controlling the boards and the paint if they want to win. And the extra challenge is doing that without Brandon Bates, who is sitting out today due to a sprain. Back to you.
Ball gets his hands on it and immediate collapse and double team. At ito na yung binabanggit ni Mr. Eileen. Ball is the #1 focus of your defense anytime you face him.
For sure. He's 7'3". He can put the ball on the floor. Kahit ang pumunta sa kaliwa, kanan, he can shoot over you. You gotta find ways to try and defend him and give him different looks.
Of all the imports, 13 import yan ngayong Commissioner's Cup natin. Ano? Pinakamabigat ang resume, syempre, itong si Ball Manute Baldom, NBA vet. And yung pedigree lang ng laro niya. Hindi lang malaki. Talagang mataas ang antas.
Kaya naman madaming, you know, we have a PBA family here. Nakikita mo lahat ng fans. Pag nakikita siya, gusto talagang panoorin. I have friends na nag-message sa akin na gusto manood at siyang gustong panoorin. They may not be necessarily TNT fans, but they're fans of basketball. At nadadala niya, mabalik yung mga fans dito sa venue.
As many basketball battles as that guy has gone through, you think that'll put even more pressure on him dahil pag tinignan mo nga, ikaw yung pinakamagaling. Resume-wise, ikaw ang pinakamatindi. Nothing short of a championship siguro dapat dahil itong TNT, defending champion yung sinamahan mo. Diba?
So yun na nga, yun ang napaka-importante dito kay Ball. Ang nakita natin, that obviously teams will try to get under his skin, play him physical, try to get him out of his game. And nakita natin nung first game against Rainer Shine, they really went at him. And he's the type of player who will make it known to the opposing team na kakausapin ka niya. Diba? He will engage. So, either that is good or bad, so far, it's been okay.
Sa pagkakataong yun, halos na ipagpag lang niya ang depensa ni Hodge, but he ran into Jones sa kanyang pagpihit. He's got all 3 points from the free throw line so far. And that's something that you like to see, ano? Because before tonight, in his first 3 outings, 45% shooter lang to from the free throw line, Dom. Right now, he's 4 for 4.
Kung yung nagsabi nga nung previous time, sabi baka magkaroon ng hackable. Di ba? Kasi nga hindi ganyan maganda ang kanyang free throw shooting percentage, at least.
Brickman on the attack. Gives it up to Cancino. Trying to shake off heading. CJ getting deep in the paint. Goes to the pull-up. Doesn't work. Ball na magtatawid, playing point center. Body sprawled on the floor. Ball still with it. Showing us his handles, Dom.
Kita mo, kala mo mawawala na yung bola sa kanya, but still able to regain control of that basketball. And then in the end, siya pa rin yung nakashoot.
Jones gets it back in a louder way. 3-point na yun.
7 points already for Jones. And alam mo, pag tinignan mo lahat ng import, lahat ng teams, ang tinitignan nila ang barometer, itong si Ball. Right? Kinakailangan yung import mo, kaya makipaglaban sa kanya, or you'd hope that you can get an import that's better than him. But at least somebody who can match up.
For the first time in a long time, as he rejects the shot from Hodge, hindi si Brownlee ang barometer in a conference. Nung mga nakaraang taon, naging dati puro Brownlee, tapos naging Brownlee or Ronde Hollis Jefferson. Ngayon, clear cut, it's gonna be Ball. Diba?
Lalo pag Governor's Cup, sige, Justin Brownlee kasi mas maliit yung mga import. Pero pagdating sa Commissioner's Cup, kahit na mas maliit si Justin, siya pa rin yung naging barometer in the previous years. But this year, you can say it is Ball.
Brickman misses. Ball stays right there. Jones. Kalaban, ito si Brandon. Kita mo, dilat na dilat si Ganuelos Rosser. Keeping in step with Marvin Jones sa pagkakataon na yun. Ball talking to the referees as he gets that ball across.
Parang ang liit ng bola pag dala ni Ball yung bola eh. No? She's got big hands.
Not so long ago, the great Shaquille O'Neal was comparing Ball to Wembanyama. Tapos bigla na lang nawala sa NBA ito. As Heading hits a three. That's another good sign para dito sa TNT, Dom, ha? Dahil
Si Jordan Heading, 1 of 11 ang field goal shooting na this conference.
Jones trying to get it back. Hodge, though, with the offensive board. Jones inside. Contending with Ball. Hooligassers!
Alam mo maganda dito kay Ball, hindi siya tumatalon eh. Kasi alam niya kaya niya abutin kahit mahuli siya ng konti. Aabangan niya eh. That one little fake by Jones did not get him up in the air. And then Ball still blocking that shot.
And maagang palitan to. Papasok si Raymond Almazan, who's only been averaging 6.5 minutes per game so far para sa Meralco. Pagpapahingin si Jones, ha? He talked about it. Ang ganda ng opensa ni Jones early on. Saan manggagaling ngayon ang atake ng Meralco? CJ almost bobbled it. Nakapagpasabit.
With the shot clock winding down, kinakailangan niya talaga basically like a catch and shoot situation there.
Ball continues to have that running conversation with the officials here. Kanina yung siko niya tinuturo niya, ngayon sumisik-7.
Alam mo yun?
Oo, yung mga anak ko eh. Palaging inaantay mo sa scoreboard, 7-6 eh. Parang gagawin siya. Si Wembanyama kaninang umaga ba kahapon? Nasaktan sa siko ha. Kaninang umaga nga yata.
Pero lahat ng mga Laker fans ang umiiyak isang araw, di ba?
Madami naman talagang iyak ng Laker fans. Hindi, pero pareho kasi. Si Doncic at si Reeves, pareho wala. Di ba?
Pero si Doncic daw, baka makabalik. I mean, quicker than it's going to be expected, di ba? Unang sabi, parang 4 to 6 weeks.
Yun. Kakailanganin niya pagdating ng playoffs, which will begin in about a week and a half. Pogoy in only second outing para sa TNT ngayong komperensya. Hindi hinigot ng ring. Nunu. Sinakuba ni Pogoy from behind. Ganda ng help ni Roger Ray.
Diyan magaling si RR. He's able to come from the blind side and just surprise you.
Ball, Manute Ball just imposing as well at the other end.
He's just so long and strong enough to be able to get that shot up still.
Hodge ang napituan ng ikalawang foul. Binanggit na natin na si Almazan only 6.5 minutes on average this conference. Yung binalita sa atin ni Miss Eileen na si Brandon Bates, 11.5 minutes lang in-average noon. Pero today of all days, tonight of all nights, kakailanganin sana talaga yung length. Both ni Bates, pati na rin ni Almazan.
Especially Bates because he's a lot more athletic. Ito yung mga averages nitong si Ball, Manute Ball, 37.3 points, 16.3 rebounds, 2.7 blocks. Against San Miguel, he had 34 points and 18 rebounds and then shoots 47% from the field, considering na siya ang #1 target ng depensa.
Partida yan, binanggit na natin, 45% shooting from the line. Ngayon, perfect siya. 10 free throw attempts per game pa yan. Pati sa 3-point line, 29% lang yung shooting niya, pero ganun kahalimaw pa rin yung mga numero.
Oh, he's got the license to shoot anytime, anywhere, basically.
Uy, birthday boy si JV Mocon, pumasok na sa ating laro. He receives it from Banquero. Yung dalawang bagong pasok galing sa bench, nagka-knife to.
Alam mo, ang ganda ng pasok din si JV Mocon sa Meralco. It looks like he fit right into the system.
Tsaka yung gigil, dumadakdak na naman eh. Yung mga nakaraan, parang hindi ganun kasagad eh. Look at it now, matched up against Ball.
You can't put your hands in between there because he's just gonna put that ball down at matatawagan ka ng foul.
Dom, to say that it might be a tall order might be an understatement. At least naka-reverse na si JV sa kabila.
Kailangan unahan mo eh. Hindi ka pwede mag-fake.
Ayan, biglang bantayan mo 7-3.
Ayan. Right, you gotta be able to put your hand down. Mas marunong din si Ball. Di ba? Papasabitin ka niya talaga eh.
Ito, important minutes para sa TNT. Upo muna si Ballman with ball. Pasok si Kenny Williams. Jason Castro. Huli ni Mocon. Nice recovery by JV.
That was a quick step by Jason Castro.
39 years old na ba?
Galing ba sa injury to?
Parang pang 20
Halos isang taon na wala.
Grabe lang eh. Pogoy catch and shoot. Sa rebound play, merong foul na nasilip dito. Almazan ang pinituhan. Galit na galit si Coach Nena doon sa kabila.
Ang sinasabi niya kasi pareho silang nakahawak.
So si Galinato kapapasok lang din. Biglang nagka-free throws.
Ito si Galinato, maganda rin ang nilalaro. You know, ever since, remember those injuries. Oh, let's look at that play. There's the holding. Pretty much both of them were holding.
Meron ganyang tawag kanina sa finals ng NC. Yung trapping eh. Ni-review pa ng mga referee. Referee-initiated review. At napituan ng playground. Yung pagkakatrap ng braso. 2014. It is Meralco still by 6. Quinto. In attack mode. Si Brickman na lang naiwan mula sa starters ng Meralco. Penalty na sila sa dami ng foul na binigay nila kay Ballman with ball. Naka-pin down si Galinato dito kay Almazan. 2 shots para kay Henry.
2 fouls agad. Ito si Almazan.
And doon ka manghihinayang kung Meralco ka. Dapat mamimigay mo yung foul mo kay Ball. Hindi kay Galinato, di ba? Timeout muna tayo with 3:04 remaining in the first quarter. Atin sa atin to ng Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
They started playing in a drop, and they're small. We can really attack that 2-on-1. Okay? Guys, you know, put the foot down and go with the roller as well. Okay? If they start showing again, look for the short throw. I don't know who's going to take Marvin. Okay? If Galinato takes you, the big boy, go around him, okay, on isolation. If Kelly, you know, he's a good defender, he maybe back him in again, he's smaller than you. All right? Huh? Next for the post. No. I think of defensive. Offense, yeah. No, I mean. Okay. Hey.
Paalala po, bukas. Se-celebrate natin one day in advance yung 51st birthday ng ating PBA. It is going to be Blackwater versus Titan at 5:15 and then San Miguel versus Rain or Shine. Napakabigat na pakbakan ng ating matutunghayan. Ito po gagawin nyo. Punta kayo dito sa Ninoy. Pagdating nyo sa labas, banggitin nyo lang pangalan ni Dominic Uy. Baka kapasok kayo ng libre.
Makakapasok kayo sa venue, pero kung gusto niyo ng parking, si Magumarjo ang kausapin niyo.
Ikaw sa loob, ako sa labas, magbabantay. Ganun. Basta po pagpunta nyo ng Ninoy, banggitin nyo si Dom, libre na ang pasok nyo. Promise po yan.
Hindi sa Coliseum, papasok lang nung Ninoy Stadium dun sa labas.
Hindi, hanggang sa loob.
Hanggang sa loob?
Bisa ka lang magbo-blowout. Ito naman, oh. Pero, hindi po ganun karaming ticket ni Dom. Kaya agahan nyo, first come, first serve tayo. Pag napuno na to, wala nang ticket si Dom.
Tapos pag naubusan kayo, i-message nyo lang ako sa social media. Ipapadala ko yung number ni Magu. I-Gcash na lang niya sa inyo.
After dropping back 13-3 earlier on, 12-7 counter-attack na to ng TNT. Kaya bumaba sa 5 kanilang hinahabol. Banquero bibigay kay Jones. Nagbalik na yung import na Meralco. Marvin misses though.
That's a good time right now for Meralco to try and go inside habang wala dyan si Ball.
Galinato. Far from his comfort zone. How they pounded in, ayun yung binabanggit ni Dom. Pugoy, nag-collapse yung double team sa kanya. Yung kick-out pass, natapek. Quinto ran out of space. Di niya na-save.
Substitution. Ball for Henry Galinato Jr.
The TNT bringing back Ball.
6 seconds to shoot.
He plays both ends of the floor, right? He can score. And on the other hand, he's also playing really good defense.
What a getaway by Jason. Kumalog yung board, ha? Kala ko natapik yung import. Play will go on. Sinasabi ka ni Coach Chok, review nyo naman yun. Banquero. Down the gut of the defense. Flips it up and out. Bogoy looks up. He finds Jason. The two-time best point guard in Asia is attacking Aaron Black. They want Ball down low. Moko ng bantay na naman. Ball puts it up. That's good.
Even if you think you're already able to make it difficult for him, parang effortless yung mga tira niya.
Sabi mo kanina, ganda ng start ni Marvin Jones. 7 points kagad. Naumusan na ni Ball. 9 na.
9 na.
Black. In attack mode. Gets it to Jones. Marvin. Floater doesn't work. Castro will push it up the other way.
Mag-iiba talaga yung tira mo pag nasarapan mo si Ball.
Nice backdoor by Ray Rogeray.
Not able to get back. Itong Meralco down low. They need Jones to be able to help out and be that rim protector.
And this now is a 16-7 run by TNT. Kaya baba na sa isang abante na Meralco. Quinto. Nakita si Banquero. Huli ni Pugoy. Jones. Nabitin. Sabi niya, sandali, naiwan si Ball. Di ba?
Tapos,
gigigil ka.
oo, tapos sinawakan na lang siya. Itong si Ball talagang kinakausap yung mga referees. You can see that he's paying attention to everything. Kahit ang sinasabi niya, dapat natawagan na ng traveling itong si Chris Banquero.
Marvin Jones with his chance to score his 8th and 9th points. Para pag-match up natin sa kanila mamaya. Maganda-ganda naman yung comparison.
24 points, 14 rebounds para kay Marvin Jones.
Even if, yun nga, nakakalaban mo somebody like Ballman with Ball, you look forward to it too dahil susukatin mo sarili mo.
Exactly. And you have to play well. Kasi ano yan ang laro na titignan talaga ng management at ng coaching staff. Na kaya ba nitong import na ito dalhin tayo to the level where we want? Whether it's the playoffs, it's the semifinals, or if it's the finals or a championship.
And yung sukat nga, malay mo, tulad ng Philippine Cup, nakaharap mo sa semis, etong TNT. Kailangan malaman mo ngayon pa lang kung kayang sumabay ng import mo, di ba? Sa may SMB, nagpalit bigla. Di ba?
Right after that game. And to think that was his best game.
Kung kailan tong renta no? Pero nakita na na parang pag nakaharap mo to sa playoffs, hindi ka
mahihirapan sila. And malamang, di ba, tingin nila makakalaban nila if ever sa finals, itong San Miguel is TNT again.
Di ba, if you look at the field, defending champion at dinagdagan mo pa ng NBA veteran, they gotta be the outstanding favorites right now.
Substitution.
Pero maganda dito kay Paul, may dalang angas din. Right? If you're TNT, especially when you're playing San Miguel. Diba? Nakakatalo lang ng TNT sa San Miguel. Twice. Diba? Dalawang all-Filipino yun na back-to-back.
Hindi ka nga pwede mapaya dahil nung nandyan si Ronde, hindi sila kinaya. Diba? A lot of pressure definitely falls on the shoulders here of ball ball. Last shot time. Castro atake. Atras sa bante kontra kay Black. Nakadilihensya pa.
And that's the thing. Alam mo, malakas yung local lineup mo. Tapos malakas yung import. Kaya naman, ang expectation is finals or you know, just being the champion altogether if you're TNT or if you're San Miguel. Pero, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Right? The work, you need to come and play every single game.
Yun nga. First game ng TNT, pareding ball ball eh. Pinataob pa sila bigla na rain or shine, di ba? That's gotta be a wake-up call.
Probably the most physical game that we've seen so far.
Ang tanong mo kay Glenn. Nakabalik na si Gabuntin from that 2-game suspension. 4-ball is good mula dito kay Banquero to beat the first quarter buzzer dong.
Well, you like, again, Chris Banquero is that type of a player na alam niya kung ano ang nangyayari. Getting that basketball definitely with so much time left. Knocking down that 4-point shot. Closing out this first quarter. The guy who made the first ever 4-point shot in the PBA closing out this quarter with a 4-point shot as well.
Kaya naman makakapagbaon ng 6 na punto sa kalamangan ng Meralco ngayong Martes ng gabi dito sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
Napakasimple. Yung instruction ni Coach Nena sa huddle ng Meralco, natidinig natin doon. Kung sino man ang binabantayan ni Ball Manut Ball, stay away. Doon ka sa labas, hayaan mo sa labas, mag 4-on-4 sila sa loob.
Tama, kasi pag nilabas mo din siya, hindi siya makaka-help, di ba? Doon sa loob. And that's really one of the things that you need to be able to do. Get him out of that shaded area.
Taking a look around this massive crowd gathered inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Sabi mga dong, a lot of people coming in just to lay their eyes on this massive human being and very talented human being.
Kala ko ba naman pumunta sila dito para sa'yo?
Hindi, batuhin tayo ng mga tao. Hindi, paglabas si Manut Ball kanina, iba yung ayawan eh. Umiiko dito sa Ninoy eh. Di ba, no? Second quarter pa, bubuksan na po natin. It is Meralco by 6, 27-21. Kakwentuhan nga po natin si Dominic Uy. Pati na rin si Miss Eileen Shi live on RPTV. It is Ball Manut Ball with Jason Castro, Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser, Andiyan din sina Oftana and Nieto. Katapat sina Banquero, Jones, Black is there as well as Bocon at si Bong Quinto. Para naman sa Meralco.
Magutik na natin yung statistics ng first quarter. Grabe. Itong Meralco, 9 fast break points compared to 0 for TNT. And shooting 40% from the field itong Meralco. TNT naman only 28%. Their three-point shooting has not gotten going yet. Itong TNT 1 of 6. On the other hand, Meralco making 1 of 2.
17 seconds into the second frame. Dalawang team foul kaagad ang napito dito sa Meralco. First quarter, ang agad din nila na penalty. Delikado na naman dito sa second.
Kaya naman itong TNT shooting 13 free throws in the first quarter, making 10.
Nice offensive rebound there by Rosser. Ball goes across. Lumusot. Butas ang kamay ni Calvin doon. Sabi ni Ball, siya rin may kasalanan. Masyado malakas. Quinto to Banquero. Pangalawang beses na ni CB sa ilalim na gano'n.
They run that play very well, cutting towards that baseline. And it's a small guy usually who receives it and gets a quick layup.
29-21. Ganuelas down the middle. Naku! Hinangin pa kanan.
Parang nailang siya bigla eh. Nang binitawan niya yun.
Black on the attack.
That's what you need to do. You need to be able to beat him to the basket. That's another layup now for Meralco. Now a 10-point lead para din sa Meralco Bolts. That's a 4-0 start here in the second quarter.
A solid second quarter run para dito sa Meralco Bolts will bring this lead back to its largest, forcing TNT into yet another early timeout. Take a look once again at different angles at that last layup. Timeout na to at sa atin ng Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook. So ang Meralco just got the jump on TNT once again as we invite everybody to the Mall of Asia Arena this coming Friday dahil ang Rain or Shine magbibigay pugay kay Gabe Norwood.
And Gabe Norwood also one guy who's only played for one franchise through his entire career. Wala kang masasabi dito kay Gabe Norwood. He's won numerous times in the PBA, has spawned the Gilas jersey and brought so much pride to the country. Kaya samahan natin on Friday para the retirement of his jersey and supportahan natin siya.
AB working against Nieto. Ferrer bagong pasok, showing hard. They swing it right back over the block. 8 segundo pa naman sa kanilang shot clock. AB flipped it up and out. Sa rebound play, merong foul. Mukhang sinambata ka nahuli.
That's his first foul. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Pag tinignan mo si Quinto at si Mocon, halos pareho yung nagagawa nila for the team. Right? They're undersized big men, but they're oversized guards who can post up, shoot the outside shot, and finish a fast break. But also play tough defense.
Si Black sumubok ng tirang takot. Quick release eh. Buti na lang ando si Jones to clean it up.
Maiilang ka talaga yung haba eh.
Ferrer. He's got the height advantage over Black. Kevin spins baseline. Easy para dito kay Ferrer.
Just experience for Kevin Ferrer there. Even if he doesn't play too many minutes, pag nakita niya yung mismatch, alam na yung gagawin niya.
And more known as a shooter. Pero sabi niya, maliit to. Kaya. Banquero again, flashing through. Mocon with a rebound. Meralco will reset. Jones back over to the birthday boy. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mocon's got to make it happen. JV on the move. Naisahan si Ball.
And you like what he did. Dinikit niya muna yung katawan niya para alam niya kung sasabay or hindi. But then he knew that he was going to go for that quick layup.
And then sa kabilang dulo, ayan na naman. Siya na naman ang katapat ni Ball. Tutulong si Banquero. Sa pull, sa kusot. Happy birthday daw, JV. Referee's letting that one go.
Pag tinignan mo yung depensang yun, hanggang dun lang siya sa kilikili ni Ball.
Black to Jones. Oh! Napasabit pa ng foul si Ball.
And you like how they're spreading the floor, making Ball try to move, and that time getting a foul once again.
Substitution. Tony Williams for Nieto.
Jones before that dunk was matching Ball, Mamute Ball point for point. Ngayon lamang na siya 13-11. with a bonus free throw coming up. Coach Chot arguing their case with the officials. Si Aileen din may argue kay Dom. Ano yun, Aileen?
Mag-win, Dom, hindi naging masaya si Coach Chot Reyes sa 9-0 start ng tropang 5G sa larong ito. Kaya naman in the latest huddle, ang sigaw ni Coach Chot, masyado tayong relax. We need power. We need gigil. We need to play like we want to win. Para naman sa Bolts, Coach Nenad Vucinic said that they dried out and slowed down. Kaya naman offensively, he wants them to set up better and be quick to get their flow. Pagdating sa depensa, he acknowledges na medyo maliit sila. Kaya naman ang instruction is to take pride on their individual defense and play one-on-one with Oftana and Kubuntin at the post. Balik sa inyo.
Kinabahan ako sa intro mo, Aileen. Hindi masaya si Coach Chot dahil nakita kayong dalawa dyan. Hindi naman.
Sasabihin ko dapat, pareho kami ni Coach Chot, di masaya.
Alam mo kung sino masaya? Ball manut ball.
Oo.
14 na puntos na to si Jones. Ito ngayon ay nagmintis. So 13 puntos lang. 13 puntos.
Pero nakita mo yung galaw niya? Pag angat niya, di ba, parang binababa niya, parang nalulunod, pero pasok pa din eh. Unlike yung tira mo, ikaw pag nalunod, lunod talaga eh.
Ay, talaga. Tatawag ka lifeguard. Jones over ball. Ay, di nagkaamo yan. Sinambata at Ferrero. Tatlo sila actually white shirt.
That would have been an easy rebound already.
Kagigil.
Alam mo, prior to the game of San Miguel, sabi ni Coach Shot in that interview, sinabi niya, alam mo, hinahanap ko talaga yung effort. Hindi ka pwede mawala ng effort. But you can play bad, you can, di ba, not have a great game, you can have a good game, pero yung effort, hindi pwedeng mawala. At yun yung hinahanap niya ngayon.
Banquero. Trying to feed Jones. Play broken up. Banquero still with it. Jones floats it over ball.
Getting more and more comfortable with that floater.
16 in the game in terms of personal points para dito kay Marvin Jones. At kumanik na sa 13 ang abante ng Meralco. Ball lost control. Jones on the move. Pogoy trying to take it away is whistled for the foul. Almazan coming back in.
He's got 2 fouls. I like how they're pacing their import.
Yeah. Ganyan din yung first quarter, di ba? Lumamang na. Pagkalamang mo, pahinga
Tsaka
muna.
middle of the quarter.
Hindi,
Diba? Hindi sa dulo.
Hindi Michael Jordan rest. Michael Jordan minutes. Black on the move. Inangguluhan. Di umubra. Ball with a board. Here comes BMB. Sagasaan lang niyang pilit. Ito si Almazan. Siya ba o si Pascual ang napituhan?
Should be a Pascual.
Si Raymond sumesenyas sa bench. Hindi ko pinaul. Sabi ni ref, di naman ikaw.
It's good defense by Almazan.
Yun, no? Dun sa help. Kyle. Kanina, ilang sunod na free throw ipinasok? 5 ba? Ngayon, 2 sunod na mintis
Pinuri
na.
mo kasi.
Hindi, nagulat ako. 45%.
Oo nga.
Yun. Dahil sinita mo yung sita, pumasok na.
Ayan na.
Ang gulo. Gulo mo. Kalating kaw na bante rito na Meralco. Quinto. Almazan over the Black. Back to Raymond. Papabanda ni Almazan. Sobra-sobra. Dire-diretso naman kay Banquero. Di na reset yung shot clock. Ito, tumama na sa ring. Pero nakain ng batak ang ball. Stingray inside. Looking for the angle.
He just gets so deep. And he's so strong still to be able to get that contact and then maitira pa rin. And he earns it from the line. Ito si Ray ng bata.
A chance to get his first points of the game para dito kay Stingray. Ang batak na this conference, less than 7 points per game ang kanyang ambag in about 20 minutes of action.
You have to remember, majority of the time yung bola na kay ball, manute ball. So, he won't get as many touches as he did. And then bumalik pa yung Jason Castro.
Yun. Ako, may pintis mo pareho. May problema doon. So 12 pa rin nga po ang abante ng Meralco. Kung hindi papabayan ng ganun-ganun, magiging mahaba ang pahinga ng kanilang import. Nice two fakes by Newsom. Cancino for 4. Ball with a one-handed board. Ball for 3. Off the glass! He's trying to do it all.
Sadya ba yun? Off the board that time. But he does that a lot. Diba? He'll just walk up, dribble up that basketball, and take that 3.
DC Shane gusto para kay Ball for game-high honors. Tingnan natin ulit yung 3-point shot ni Ball Manute Ball. Atid sa atin to ng Arena Plus Sports. Babasa siya, mga bante ng Meralco. Cancino had the baseline shot on him. Bebuelo ulit kontra kay Pugoy. Cancino tied up. Si Nava ba o si Pugoy yun?
That should be 2 shots.
Pangalawang foul para kay Pugoy at 2 shots nga para dito kay CJ.
Cancino now with 6 points in the ball game. Leading all scorers is Ball with 17. And sinundan nitong si Jones with 16.
Cancino, the 11th overall pick back in 2024, really proving his worth here. Actually, more than his worth. Hindi pang 11 yung nilalaro nito, pang top 3. No?
Pero yun ang maganda pag nalagay ka sa isang koponan na alam ka gamitin ng coach at binibigyan ka ng kumpiyansa at ng tsansa na tuloy-tuloy. Kasi you won't have good games all the time.
Pugoy banging bodies with Cancino. Oftana down the gut of the defense. Nice fake by Calvin. Si Ball tinuturo yung ginawa ni Oftana. Talagang pati kahit hindi involved sa action, tinuturo niya kay Pascual. Bantayan niyo, bantayan niyo. Hindi, sa'yo nga ako nakatago.
Makikita mo yun, diba? He likes the game.
Parang kapag box and one ako sa'yo, huwag mo nang alalahanan yung nangyayari doon. Tinuturo ba niya? You see that? You see that? It's my team, eh.
Yung ba sinabi?
Yeah, parang gano'n. Bantay mo yun. Ball. Gustong araruin si Pascual. Nakakita si Oftana. Catinata with a board. Ball for 3.
A shot clock violation there.
I thought it hit the rim actually. Hindi ba? Hindi pala.
Mukhang hindi.
Kasi wala rin reklamo sa TNT eh. (44-33), Meralco by 11. Less than 5 na natitira sa ating first half. Brickman is back on though. Nice pass to Almazan. What a
See,
goal.
when they're quick to dive to that basket at naibibigay sa kanila ng team nila who's at the 3-point line or the 4-point line, it's a quick layup.
Especially if it's a guy like Brickman, ano, sabi ko, pure PG. Yung number 5 ng Bolts. Minti si Bolts. Nunu.
Remember that first quarter, 9 fast break points ang Meralco. When they run, they have been successful.
Brickman misses. Sa rebound play, sabit si Pascual. Maaga na naman nga po na penalty rito ang Meralco. That's what happens when you got to play a guy like Bo.
And you know that you have 6 personal fouls and you know that he doesn't shoot all that well from the free throw line statistically. So you're okay to give up a number of fouls.
Si Jones continues to ride the bench. Dadalawa personal foul ni Marvin Jones. But he did put the work in already. 16.7 rebounds para sa Meralco. As long as they stay ahead.
Exactly. Hindi mo kailangan ibalik eh.
As ngayon, uupo pa pati si Ball Manute Ball. Sabay ni Pugoy. Balik sa seg, Sinakobuntin and Ganuelas Rosser. Tana. That's that deficit to 11. Siete puntos para kay Calvin. Nice backdoor by CJ.
Look at that. Paano nahanap ni Brickman itong si CJ Cancino. Eksakto yung timing eh.
Nailang lang to si Cancino dahil biglang lumundag si Roser. Eh, no? But that was a perfect placement as far as the pass was concerned. Galinato. Iabot muna kay Glenn. Oftana has 7 seconds to try and generate a shot. Calvin against Hodge. Off the cross switch. Canuelas has to take it. 3-ball doesn't work. Galinato hustles for the board. Taktis lang para dito kay Nava. Mapapahiling ng timeout dito, Meralco. 46-35. It is still the Bolts by 11. 3:37 natin Meralco sa ating first half. After a shaky debut sa kanyang PBA career, Jason Brickman has really started to make a name for himself, Dom.
Look at it. Points, rebounds, and assists para dito kay Jason Brickman. Hindi mo mawawala yung assist dito kay Brickman. But then he's just getting more and more comfortable with the system. Itong Meralco, makikita mo, dumami talaga ng kanyang puntos, times 4 in terms of the points and even rebounding. Pero yung assist, pareho pa din.
Itong rookie na pwede mo sabihin pagpasok dito, batak na.
Oo.
Nakapaglaro na to sa Moscow, sa Russia po yun. Nakapaglaro na sa Germany, sa Malaysia, sa Thailand, sa Taiwan, kung saan all around the world, di ba? Pagpasok dito, hinog na hinog.
Yes, talk about experience. Hindi siya, di ba, it's just about getting familiar with the system.
Oh, Rosser with a steal. Rosser attacks the defense of Brickman. Gustong bumawi na Meralco na mabilis. Almazan will reset. CJ inside to Cliff. Scored the first 4 points kanina. Brickman for 3. Short. TNT doing better playing All-Filipino against the All-Filipino Meralco Bolts right now. Pero tingnan Mancino waiting. Si Jones nandun na sa scorer's table. Nava inside. Even misses. CJ hindi ma-release papunta kay Newsome. Nakita nila si Cliff.
Chop up another assist for Brickman.
Newsome's only got 2 points so far in this game, both from the free throw line. Pero si Cliff Punch naman na nagising ang opensa dito.
Ang maganda dito ngayon sa Meralco, ang dami na nilang offensive weapons, right? You don't need 25 points from Chris Newsome every single ball game.
First time nga nung last game nila, hindi nag-double digits this conference si Newsome, pero okay lang because they coasted to the W. As Brickman was fouled.
Both teams now in the penalty.
Yung nakita ni Canuelas sa pagkakataon niya. As long as di siya masundutan, sure layup na. Pero ang bilis din ng pawi naman ni Clifford sa kabilang dulo. Brickman in trouble. Got it to Hodge. They go to the other corner. 3-ball ni Jones. Kababalik lang. Hindi umubra. of Tana. Bullet pass to Galinato. And it is blocked into a wedgie. Meron bang foul o ipit lang?
That's a foul.
So 2 shots na naman para dito kay Galinato.
No, we were talking about Galinato in the first quarter. Maganda dito kay Galinato. Because of the injuries that happened to the big men of TNT, nabigyan siya ng opportunities. And nung nabigyan siya ng opportunities, he was ready. Consistent yung laro niya. You know, the first 2 times, he would miss a couple of layups. And then naalala mo nung last conference,
Yung dakdak niya yung finals. Who can ever forget that, di? Grabe. Yun ang bawi.
Oo.
Yun ang pambawi.
Kakasabi ko pa lang naman nun, ay, hindi mo siya, probably not the guy you want to look at pagbigyan dun sa bandang ilalim.
I remember that. I remember that. Para sa'yo yun.
Oo.
Para sa'yo yun.
Eh gusto naman natin yung mga ganun when we are proven wrong.
Yan. Parang yung import ng Macau, sinabihan si Doc ng isang araw. I hear you. I heard you. Kaya ginalingan eh, ni Tony Mitchell. Narinig niya yung criticism ni Doc eh. Pag si Doc ba naman nagsalita sa'yo eh, di ba? Jones gets the deuce.
And Jones having a great scoring night, 18 points.
Meralco continues to stay ahead by double digits here. Heading, kababalik lang. No. Rosser cleans it up.
Meralco likely to push that basketball up and try to get a set of their early offense.
Early offense, Macau doesn't get any quicker than that.
Is that a foul on heading?
Wala lang. Parang
What
wala
was the
lang.
whistle for?
Tinatanong din ni Joey G.
I think the verdict is wala lang.
Allows. Heading to Galinato, nakita si Gabuntin. Ako, natapak sa sideline pagbuelo. .33 seconds na titira sa ating first half. Kalahating count pa rin ang abante ng Meralco Bolts. It is Nunu versus Heading. Pati si Heading sinisilip kung ilan yung shot clock dahil chine-champo niya kailan buwelo itong si Dusan. Switch over si Nava. 7 to shoot. Nunu. Up and under. Huli ni Rosser. Nunu pa rin. Ayaw. Pascual with a board. Brickman drops it off. Jones emergency pass. CJ throws it up.
Unselfish basketball by the Meralco Bolts. In the end, able to get that last shot. Remember, 33 seconds yun. If TNT was able to get that rebound, they would have gotten the last shot. However, hindi nila na-secure yun. And in the end, look at this shot by CJ Cancino to extend the lead to 14.
Largest lead of the game to para sa Meralco Bolts. They won the first quarter 27-21. And then now they take the second quarter 27-19.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
Ang pinakita ng Meralco Bolts scoring the first 9 points of the game, dropping 27 in the first quarter, another 27 in the second, while holding itong TNT Tropang 5G to only 40 throughout that first half. Magandang gabi Pilipinas, kakwentuhan pa rin natin si Dominic Oy live mula dito sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium. It's been all Meralco so far.
It's been all Meralco at tinignan mo itong Meralco Bolts. Once they're able to get to push that basketball, they've been very successful. First quarter nakita natin yan. And that's why we highlighted. Tingnan mo yung fast break points nitong Meralco, 13-2. Yung assist ng Meralco, 13-5. Second chance points, 10-2. And then yung field goal attempts, bakit malaking bagay yan? They had 46 attempts from the field, TNT only shooting 35. That's a big disparity. That's 11 attempts difference, and they're only up by 14 points. So yun na, pag tinignan mo itong mga statistics, ito yung big disparities in those different departments. And 3 of those statistics, effort na hinahanap ni Coach Chot.
And isa pang malaking kwento from the first half, Marvin Jones ang import ng Meralco, outplaying Manute Ball. Kahit na 2 less minutes nilaro ni Jones sa 16 minutes kumpara sa 18 minutes ni Ball. Aba, 20.7 rebounds yan. Si Ball, Manute Ball, so far 17.5 rebounds pa lang doon.
And then you have the locals able to help out for the Meralco Bolts, and that's why they're up by 14. Maganda ikot ng bola. Jason Brickman, we were talking about him. What has he been doing? He's been able to really orchestrate yung ofensiba nitong Meralco. He has been the one. He started out the ball game. He is getting those passes to guys like Cancino, to guys like Banquero as well. And even Bocon, we saw him give that pass. He's got 3 assists so far in the game and 2 points.
Brickman gets the start once again dito sa ating third quarter. Kasama niya itong sina Hodge, Jones, Newsom, who hasn't hit a field goal yet, and Cancino. Sa kabila naman si Pogoy nandiyan na sa starting unit. Kasama niya si Rosser na rumebound at pumutback. Nandiyan din si Oftana, hitting and ball.
Remember the halftime statistic, di ba? Because of that offensive rebound, additional attempt yun eh. So yun yung mga hustle statistics na siguradong sinabi ni Coach Sean at the half that they were giving up offensive rebounds, second chance points, and they were getting beat down the floor. And all of that is all effort.
Jones puts it up and in. 56-42, balik sa 14 ang abante rito na Meralco.
Because of how well they played against San Miguel when they played their last game, it's always difficult to keep that same intensity when you come back the next game. Oh, he's just getting too close to that basket.
Dinahandakan ni Bolpa yung atake na yun, pero hindi pa rin napigilan. But can't they come up with stops at the other end?
Doesn't even need to jump. Diba? He just puts that ball up. Newsom knocking down that corner 3.
And, yun ang kanyang unang field goal nga ng ating laro. See if it opens up the floodgates para dito sa Meralco. Lamang nila, pumanik na sa 15. Ball wants it. Heading doesn't give it up. Jordan Heading to the cup. Kanya rin yung rebound. He gives it up to Brandon Rosser sa kanto. Niluwa nga lang.
That was a wide open shot by BGR, just not able to knock it down.
Cancino. In traffic, got it to Jones. Huli! Pero pati braso inabot. Rosser will be tagged with a person. Tignan ulit natin yung 3-point shot ni Chris Newsom. Atin sa atin yan ng Arena Plus Sportsbook.
You like how the movement of Meralco is offensively. They're running through screens. They're patient dun sa kanilang offensive sets. And they're able to find their open teammates.
Jones continues to pile on the points here. 23 na para kay Marvin. At nung nadakdakan nga niyang end one kanina, hindi naman harap-harapan, nakalusot na siya, pero napasabit pa rin niya si Ball. Yung kumpiyansa nito, nag-shoot up talaga. No? Kaya pala domino, pero kaya naman pala.
And you know, he's able to knock down those outside shots. So sa iba-ibang pang pinanggagalingan yung puntos niya.
Ball on the slide. Off one leg, doesn't work. Jones para sa board. Here comes Cancino. Going the other end. Brickman, 1 of 5 shooting in the first half. Will give it back up. Nunu for another 3. Doesn't work. Heading. Pitches it up forward. Oftana ran right straight smack into Newsom. And one.
But Oftana had the presence of mind to still take that shot. That was a tough bump. When he bumped into Newsom, that was a hard one. But still able to gather himself and put it on the board, get the 2 points.
Oftana with a chance to put himself in double digits. And he does so as we get this report from Eileen.
Nagu and Dom, this is not the same talk and text team that ranks second in points for and field goal percentage allowed. Ito ang sinabi ni Coach Sandy Ares-Pacochaga during the halftime huddle. Energy is still their main point of concern, starting with defense. Ika nga niya, Meralco is on point, kami hindi, and it is translating to their offense. What they are looking for is better individual and team defense dahil alam nilang Meralco likes to run off coming from their defensive stops. Kaya naman ang huling paalala ni Coach Sandy is Meralco has been getting too many easy points and we are hoping the change in demeanor could spark their fight back. Back to you.
My apologies, Eileen. May masamang balak si Jones eh. Sama ng balak ng mama eh.
Tama naman yung reaction mo. Pero tama, sinabi na, their concern is the effort, it's the energy. Because makikita natin, lamang na lamang ang Meralco dyan.
Ball at the line. Misses on that one. Ball now shooting 6 of 10 from the free throw line. 60% yan.
Ang galing. Dr. Jen, galing na talaga dun sa 1 to 10.
Nakita ko, Doc, nagbibilang sa daliri sa patong katabi ko eh.
Nakita mo yung pako?
Sa sobrang init, nagchinelas ka sa trabaho. Lamig ka.
Patay tayo dyan.
Nag-split si Ball sa pagkakataon na yan. 61-48. Ano ba? 7 o ba? No, 77. Sa 9 pala yun. Nagkamali ako. Sa 9 yun.
7 of 12, di ba? Ano ba?
11, di ba? 6 of 9 kanina, naging 6 of 10, naging 7 of 11. Alam ko na. Open 24 hours. Buong Meralco bench. Nakatayo dito, Dong. Uy. Mag-isa nga. Ayun na yun, si Coach Luigi sumugod na hanggang dun sa scorer's table. Humingi ng challenge dito. Nawala lang ba sa balanse? May tulak pa talaga.
Parang baka nakita ng referee yung tapik doon sa may tuhod. Kasi yun lang yung nakita kong contact.
Kita mo na yung paa mo, ayaw mo pakita, pero yung tuhod nakita mo.
Ang laki.
Hindi mo pwedeng hindi makita eh. No? Sinasabi nga ni Jones, ang layo naman daw.
Look at that right hand of Jones on the left knee.
Ayun. Ang talos naman ang mata mo.
Sa harapan natin eh.
Nagko-compute ako. Baka nga sa dulo.
Diba?
Wala sa body, definitely.
Yes.
Wala sa braso, wala
Yes.
sa kamay. Yung sa tuhod lang ang isisilipin mo dyan.
Kasi yung kamay na yun, yung kanan na yun, anticipation yun ng crossover. Diba?
Ito na. May desisyon na. Tignan natin kung tama si Tom.
After the review, there's illegal contact on Marvin Jones against Ball. He holds the knee of Ball. That's why the challenge made by Meralco Bolts is not successful.
Yun yan, nung matulak yung tuhod, doon nawala sa balanse. Parang sa shooter lang yan, pag tinulak mo yung sigo, sigurado mitis. Pero you don't see that every day.
Yes, you don't see that
Tuhod
every day.
Sa UFC mo lang nakikita yan. Na-leg shot. So action will continue. Unsuccessful yung challenge. Rosser mamemuersa sobra. Punch para sa board. Brickman over on the other side. And Jones is upset with Rosser here. Heading and napituan ng foul. Malayo si Heading dun.
Parang, sino ba nakatama?
Si Rosser.
Si PGR, di ba?
Kaya pati si Derek Dadanik, si Rosser ang kinuha naman. Brickman. Huli ni Ball. His third block of the game. Ball is loose. Picked up by BGR. Here comes Heading. Octana surveys. Gets into Ball. They clear out. Ball, Manud Ball. Double team. Forces it up. No. Rosser, no.
Good help defense coming from the baseline that time.
Oh. Cancino off the crossover. Brickman for three. Doesn't work. Octana reaches for it. Now they get it to Heading. Ball calling for it. Pushing foul pinito kay Nunu.
Well, there's that push.
$61-48. Painit ng bakbakan ngayong Martes na gabi dito sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Bogoy trying to sneak it in. Guarded by the defense. Here comes Cancino. Ang bilis ng depensa ng TNT. Ayan yung effort na hinahanap mo doon.
That's what you need, especially defensively. Alam naman natin itong two teams ito. These are the top two teams, defensive teams in the league right now.
Almazan with a basket at may pistigaan pa ditong landing spot doon. Rock and roll Raymond with a nice hit. Minimum dito, bonus free throw. May hard challenge ba? Slide in lang, pinantak. Sumabit yung pa eh. Parang hindi tumalon eh, no? Tingnan natin, mabilis na ni-review yan.
Take their foul penalty, one for getting spot under 45, Dante Carolas Rosser. Dante Carolas Rosser sitting on the bench for 3 playing minutes.
And now Almazan has a conference high 4-point performance. May bonus pang parating. And more importantly, uupo nga si Rosser ng 3 minuto.
15-point lead for the Meralco Bolts. Ang makikita natin, they've been consistent trying to push that basketball, trying to outwork itong TNT. TNT still needing to make good stops. And really, their 3-point shooting hindi pa pumapasok para din sa TNT.
The lead climbs up to 16. Largest lead was 17 in the early goings of this third. Oh, nice bullet pass down low. Newsom locating Brickman.
How many points in the paint does Meralco have? How many times have they gotten layups, whether it's a fast break or they're beating itong TNT to the spot, extending this lead now to 18.
66-48, Meralco dismantling TNT on this Tuesday night on RPTV. Ay matatatid sa atin ang Soler Online. Play the game your way on the Soler's online sportsbook.
Our official hydration partner. Jeanette Protect, our official RT partner. Our value licensees. PBA and Single. World Balance. Daily Fantasy.
Kanina pinagkikwento na natin na huling nagpakbakan etong magkalaban ngayong gabi was in the semi-final round of the Philippine Cup ngayong 50th season, and it was TNT manhandling etong Meralco 4-1, and what an eventful Game 5 that was. Jordan Heading went off for 31 big points. CJ Cancino had a career-best 36, but some miscues in the end proved costly. In fairness, siya yung naghabol, siya yung nagpalamang, pero kinapos din sa dulo.
At saka lamang sila ng 5 points in the last 30 seconds, 30 plus seconds, and still ending up losing that ball game. But those are the things that you'll learn from if you're Meralco, and especially CJ Cancino.
E nakita mo yung gigil nila makapawi ngayong gabi dito. Good shot, ibinalik na si Jason Castro. At for the first time, ginamit itong si Kim Aurin. All Filipino muna ang TNT rito. Coach Chot is right there in the face of the referees. Pati si Jason pinapakita yung kanyang braso, nahataw nga daw siya. Coach Chot has been warned here. Galinato at the line.
For both Castro and Cancino complaining to the referees kasi ito, feeling ni Castro na foul siya. Feeling naman ni Cancino na tinamaan siya nung kamay ba yun? Or that elbow. At the end of the day, nakakuha ni Galinato getting fouled down low.
Oh, look at him, gets the rebound. Justin Chua, nailangan lang kay Almazan. Another serving para sa TNT. Jason down the middle. Rims out. Jason pa rin. Loses it. Aurin dives for it. What action we are witnessing, Tom?
Meralco can't seem to clear that board.
Ang TNT naman mismo sugod pero hindi makashoot. Hodge is shaken up here as Almazan is relieved by Pascual. Both squads going all Filipino near the halfway point of this third quarter. Baseline inbound para dito sa TNT, 11 to shoot. Aurin pops off. It goes to Galinato. Castro. Goes to the other side. Cobon then lights it up.
Well, Jason Castro has that basketball. He's going to try to attack, especially when it's CJ Cancino or Brickman in front of him.
That is only going to be the third three-pointer para sa TNT ngayong gabi. And look who's on the other side. Butch Nenad is in the middle of the floor, Dom.
Both coaches now not happy with how the referees are calling it, how they're seeing it.
Technical foul on TNT Tropang, 5G head coach Charles Reyes. Technical foul on Meralco Bolts active consultant Nena Buznic, both for entering the court.
So both coaches just got teed up.
Parang gusto na rin nila maglaro. But both coaches, they're intense, right? And they watch the game. Obviously, not happy. Coach Trot not happy with the calls and not happy with the way his team is playing, trying to fire up his team. On the other hand, active consultant Coach Nena also trying to put a point across to the referees.
15 abante na Meralco. Hodge gets in deep. Reverse is good para kay Cliff.
Get layup. Points in the paint para dito sa Meralco. Ilan na?
30. Inugulat mo ako ha. Kala mo, hindi ko alam ha. 30 na.
Ayun.
Nunu kicks it back out. Brickman to the other side. Pascual's floater is good. What a response by Meralco to rub 19.
And you gotta love how Pascual has learned how to make that shot. Dati jumper yun eh. Gagawin na now, it's a one-handed floater.
Chua in his third stint with TNT gives it up to Kabantin. And Glenn has woken up in the third frame.
And they're hoping that he can be this spark plug to try to bring back this fight in TNT. There's a lot of time left.
Cancino to a sliding clip. Kicks it out to Brickman. Nakadula si Amrin. They go up. Masyado malalim si Pascual. Hindi niya ma-finish. But there was a foul. Silipin natin yung una dito sa dalawang tres ni Comontin. Atin pa rin sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook. Una sa kanto, next sa wing. He's liking that left side, Dom.
You keep taking that if you're Comontin. You've been out for 2 games. And you know that, your legs are fresh, you're rested. You want to be able to show what you've got once again. You've seen him play vital roles in TNT, in the finals, in the semifinals, numerous games. He's hoping to do that once again in today's game.
Matalas yung pangalawang free throw pero may double lane violation na nasilip dito. Dahil sa suspension ni Gubuntin, no chance siyang maulit yung ginawa niya last season. Where he set a PBA league record 76 games played in one season. Ayun, di ba? Nabawasan ng dalawa. Grabe yun, nilaro mo every single game, 76 na. Nag-finals kayo ng 3 beses eh. Talagang dadami games. Brickman to the left side. Newsom. Offensive foul whistle there. Look at how fired up everybody on the Meralco benches. And if you want to talk body language, sa kabila naman nakasalampak lang sa kanilang mga bench, sa kanilang mga upuan itong TNT.
But you're just waiting for them to get into a rhythm. Kasi makikita mo wala pa eh. Diba? And like you said, they're playing, it's sticking to their locals right now.
Castro to Chua. Nice fake by Justin. Off the window. Parang Korean free throw.
Bagay naman eh.
Alam mo ba na si Justin Chua has played for 8 different PBA teams?
Yes.
Pangatlong beses na niya sa TNT ngayon, pero may 7 iba pa siyang nalaruan. Chua on the breakout. Nice speed by Castro.
And ang maganda kay Justin Chua, he's gotten injured a number of times, but he's always come back. And the effort is always there.
71-58, TNT showing some signs of life with 4.5 remaining in this third frame. Major comeback bid para dito sa Tropang 5G. And Justin Chua has hit the last 2 field goals para dito sa TNT. Back with us inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium kung saan itong TNT nga shown some signs of life here, Dominic. Baba nasa 13 ang kanilang inahabol from a high of 19 just moments ago.
And they've been doing it without their imports. So you like how the locals are coming to play here.
Pascual. Bibigay kay Newsom. Cancino has 5 to work with. Mayroong foul na nasilip. Nabura sa eksena si Pascual. Only going to be the 15th foul on TNT. So that gives Meralco a fresh 14.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Brickman with Chua showing hard. They locate the open man. It is Hodge. Short stab is good.
Just good patience that time by Meralco.
For the first time in a long time, Hodge finds himself in double-digit scoring. 10 puntos na para kay Cliff. Chua hands it off. Aurin. Back over to Justin. Away from play, merong nasilip dito si Pascual at Galinato. Nagkagirian.
And they're going to review it.
All players, please proceed to the shake data and mark their respective benches. Both teams are advised to observe proper bench performance.
Ang sarap ng kiskisang kasi sa ilalim eh.
Referees right on top of the action there. Galinato and Pascual.
Basically, the referees just want to make sure that there was nothing that would get away from them. Alam naman natin, pisikalan talaga sa pagdating sa ilalim, especially with Pascual and Galinato. Both these guys, hindi naman aatras yan eh.
Meron ng desisyon.
Foul number 32, Kyle Pascual, penalty.
Si Pascual ang nabituan ng foul. Much ado about nothing. E penalty na ang Meralco. So 2 shots to para kay Henry. Bitin nga lang sa una.
Substitution, JP Barber for Kyle Pascual.
Galinato now shooting 3 of 9. Unahan mo ko.
Mas mabilis pinakita sa akin eh.
Ayun, nakita ko rin.
Ikaw hinanap mo ba eh?
4 of 10.
Bakit dumating na lang eh?
4 of 10, 4 of 10. Madali yan. 40%.
Kumbaga ikaw naghahanap ka ng Easter egg, ako nandun eh. Binigay.
73-59 is the score. Meralco with a bit more breathing space. Cancino
CJ Cancino
gets himself in double digits. Patuloy ang kanyang double-digit scoring streak ngayong Commissioner's Cup.
Oh, important for Meralco not to lose their focus because you can see that they're not happy with the calls of the referees. That will be again free throws.
And this is going to be Justin Chua at the line. The 10th overall pick back in 2013 is now 36 years old in his 3rd stint with TNT. Alam mo kung sino, and nabanggit na natin, 8 different PBA teams na pagturan.
Sino-sino yun?
Alam mo sino, mga teams, Global Port, San Miguel, Meralco Bolts, Meralco, TNT, Phoenix, NLEX, TNT ulit, Blackwater, and TNT ulit. Alam mo sino mas marami na laruan?
Sino?
Nino Cañaleta. Siyam.
Talaga?
Siyam na team. 3 beses
Siya ba may record?
Pagkakalam ko eh. 3 beses din naglaro sa Air 21 si Canaleta. Air 21, then nag-BMEG, which is of course Magnolia. Bumalik sa Air 21, nag-Ginebra, bumalik sa Air 21, nag-TNT, nag-NLEX, nag-Mahindra, nag-Global Port, nag-Blackwater, nag-Meralco, at bumalik ulit sa Blackwater. Alam mo, hindi ako handa.
Ang galing talaga ni Wikipedia. No?
Yun yung hinanda mo kanina pa. Hindi ginamit ng first half. Dahil hindi mo nabanggit. Eh ngayon ginamit na.
Tama naman.
Di ba? Nag-free throw pa. Yun yung
Kaya naman, pag
pagkakataon.
meron kayong gustong malaman, tanungin nyo lang si Magu. Hindi ko lang nagagaranti na tama isasagot niya.
Yun lang.
Pero meron sa isasagot.
Magmamaro naman. Magmamaro naman.
Magmamarjon.
Marjun.
Or magmamagu. Yun. Parang mas maganda yun.
JV Mocon, the birthday boy as we've been talking about, now with 6 points.
Well, we're talking about him fitting right into the system of Meralco. Diba? Spot minutes, right? But whenever he's on the floor, is productive for the Bolts.
Si Jordan Heading, ibinalik dito ni Coach Chot. Ganda na nung simula ni Heading, he-knocked down 3. His only second triple of the conference, pero biglang wala na naidagdag pagkatapos nun. Ferrer gustong sumubok ng 3.
Wide open that time was Kevin Ferrer.
Babasa 13 abante na Meralco. With the way TNT is in rhythm now, this fourth quarter coming up promises to be explosive. Pero sabi ni Cancino, hindi na. Mas okay tambakan, tulog na.
CJ Cancino talked about his confidence.
Heading for 3, punches it through.
And this is when TNT is scary, when they get into a rhythm and they start feeling that confidence, taking those outside shots.
Dalawa 3 dito ng TNT, buong first up, no? Uncharacteristic yun para sa tropang 5G. Cancino's pull up. God! Both teams stroking it.
Cancino with 16 points in the ball game, 7 here in the third quarter.
Heading. Gives it up to Ferrer. Silang dalawang nakatres kanina. Hinahanap ni Ferrer si Chua. Taken away here. Cancino to Quinto. Touchdown, Meralco!
Ito magandang ginagawa na Meralco. Nakikita nila sumasabay itong TNT pero inuunahan pa rin nila. Trying to keep that step ahead.
Heading versus Mocon. Sinukan yung depensa. Tinirahan right between the eyes.
Oh, Heading now. 3 3-point shots in this ball game. Prior to this game, 1 of 11 from that area.
First half, dalawang 3 ng TNT. Ngayon, merong 5 sa third quarter. 7 in total. Cancino misses. Mocon all alone for the board. Jump-up, niluwang alang. Under a minute now remaining in the third.
Offensive rebound still for Meralco.
Heading has caught fire. Cancino bracing himself. Heading, one for Hodge. That's a reach in on Cliff. Both teams have been in the penalty.
That's 2 free throws once again.
Ito masakit dito para kay Hodge. Pang-5 personal foul niya yun. Nagpaulan bigla ng 3 sa TNT. Jordan Heading being one of them. 3-point shot na natin sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Heading's got a couple here. Late in the third frame. And as we swing back to live action, pumasok na yung kanyang unang free throw. Chua back to the bench. Galinato back on the floor. Si Almazan sumabay ng balik. Pati na rin si Aaron Black and Chris Banquero.
19 of 32 from the free throw line itong TNT.
Both imports have been planted on the respective
pretty much
benches.
this entire third quarter. Pretty much.
Mga 6.5 6.5 pinuputong dalawa. Expect them to be fresh if they get a chance in the fourth. Mocon drops it off. Almazan finishes with a left.
They're just so good with that interior passing itong Meralco.
Kanina pa no?
Lay up.
85-71. 14 ang abante ng Bolts. 10 seconds to shoot. About a 4-second differential between the clocks. Heading Bebuelo. Mocon in front. Heading for 4. Short. Quinto with a board. Enough time to get it across. Bom Quinto kicks it over. Mocon. Bang!
Meralco has been unselfish all throughout this ball game. Nakita natin at the end of the first 2 quarters, 13-5. Yung assist ng Meralco, ang kanilang lamang 8 doon. And in the end, to end this third quarter, another assist, unselfish. Bom Quinto could have taken that layup, but passed it out to Mocon, knocking down that 3.
Just when TNT started to show that they can compete, nakahanap ng paraan, makasagot ang Meralco, kaya 17 pa rin ang abante nila.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
The Meralco Bolts, since the opening tip, has controlled TNT here at the Ninoy. They've been getting it done on the run. 15-7 so far ang ating fast break scoring ngayong Martes ng gabi dito sa RPTV. Meralco Bolts, not only are they unselfish on the run, but throughout the game actually, kanina pa binabanggit ni Dom, their ball movement has been superior. Look at that, plus 16 in terms of assists, 26 assists in 3 quarters. Ang bigat nun, Dom.
Ang bigat and just unselfish basketball because they're getting layups, they're getting good looks. And they've been able to really get everybody scoring.
How about the import matchup here? Plus 4 sa scoring si Jones. Plus 3 din siya pagdating sa rebounding. Both imports actually sat out maybe half of that third quarter and they continue to ride the bench to open this fourth zone.
Well, dagdag pa natin bago yung points in the paint. 34-24 para dito sa Meralco. 10 points plus 10. Sila dun sa statistic na yun. And again, we kept saying the layups that they've been getting.
Pati sa points in the paint. No? Ayun nga, sinabi mo. 34-24.
Salamat sa pag-ulit.
Hindi, iba yung sasabihin ko yun. Nakalimutan ko tuloy. Ano yung sasabihin ko? Ito yung ano.
Alin? Sige, hanapin mo.
Nag-refresh eh.
Pero 4 pa lang ang turnover magun itong Meralco this game.
Sibi mo, 26 points. 26 assists to 4 turnover.
Oo.
Ganda ng ratio naman.
Itong TNT, hindi naman ganun kalayo. 5 lang ang turnover.
Pero sa 10 assists.
Yo.
Quinto opens up the fourth quarter with Black, Almazan, Banquero, and Mocon. Aaron Black gets his. Sa kabila naman, we see Galinato heading ng Batak, Gobontin, and Nieto.
We talked about the field goals, remember? Field goal attempts nung halftime. 59 para dito sa TNT and 67 for Meralco. So again, getting those offensive rebounds, getting those second chance points.
Ayan na yung Jordan heading. Nangangalampag na. Ngayong Martes ng gabi dito sa Ninoy. Only 3 points way back in the first quarter pa yun. 14 na total niya ngayon. Bongkon gustong bumawi. Sinusukat si Gobontin. CB. Ayun na naman yung interior passing. And the extra one to the other side. Quinto buries the 3.
Quinto not even putting that basketball down to his waist. Pag salo na dun sa may bandang dibdib, tira na agad eh.
And it's back to the largest lead of the game. 19 para sa Meralco. Nieto to the baseline. Inabot kay Galinato.
Trying to get into a rhythm and a flow itong TNT, moving that ball down to 13 points. Rather 17 points itong Kalamangan.
Gamitin mo kasing daliri sa paa pag nagbilang.
Hirap eh. Hindi sanay.
Almazan for 3. Punches it through! Temenado. 20 na ang abante ni Meralco.
TNT trying to get back, pero may sagot itong Meralco and their answer is much louder and stronger.
Kala nga natin ng third quarter, tuloy-tuloy na. Biglang kumampyo yung Meralco, nakahanap na isa pang gear, no?
Let's see when Coach Chon is going to try to bring back his import.
Galinato inside. Si Justin Chua waiting to sa scorer's table, eh. Sa kabila din, hindi binabalik o wala yatang balak ibalik si Jones. Okay lang, lamang naman sila ng 18. Quinto. Backing up on Nieto. Bong, behind the head pass to Almazan.
Whenever somebody goes to the basket, para dito sa Meralco, one guy is cutting from the blind side, going down that baseline, and they've been getting layups.
Heading. Puts up another three. Inabot ng foul. And Banquero is pleading his case here pero wala nang challenge ng Meralco. Gandang paso. Quinto. Hindi lagay kung saan kailangan o saan ilalagay lang din ni Almazan yung layup na yon. Ganda no, Aileen?
Hindi ako sigurado. Kailangan mas maganda pa kasi yung laro nila mag-who and dom. Nakakuha na nga ng konting momentum ang tropang 5G with multiple three-pointers made during the last few minutes of the third quarter. Pero kailangan pa nila maghabol. Kaya naman, iisa lang ang naging tanong ni Coach Shot Reyes in the last huddle, bakit hindi natin mabantayan ang guards ng Meralco? Hindi po pwede yung tira lang sila ng tira tapos tayo walang sagot. At pagdating naman sa opensa, he wants them to continuously drive to the basket to open up more scoring options this fourth quarter. Balik sa inyo.
So yan ang mga tututukan natin as we go along. TNT continues to plug away here.
Well, go point out in that third quarter. Remember you said 26 assists na at the end of the third? In the third quarter, kalahati yung nilagay nila dun sa assist category. 13 assists for Meralco in the third quarter. 5 galing kay Jason Brickman.
And that's when they broke the game open. 14 lang yung abante nila at lahat di ba?
Yes, Brickman now with 8 assists in the ballgame.
Yun ang solid. Malas man sa shooting. But everything else he's getting done. Banquero swings it around. Quinto thought about the long bomb. Gives it back to CB. He had a 4 earlier. Misses on this one this time. Nieto will hustle for it. Less than 8.5 remaining sa ating PBA Tuesday dito sa Ninoy. Bukas po libre ni Dominic Uy ang ticket for the 51st birthday ng ating PBA. It's gonna be Blackwater versus Titan first game, alas 5. And then that matchup everybody's been waiting for. San Miguel Beer versus the #1 team in the Commissioner's Cup in rain or shine. Foul whistle around the Bolts.
And they're complaining that it shouldn't be 2 free throws.
That entire coaching staff very emphatic on that sideline. Mintis nga lang si Justin.
Free throws for TNT hasn't been necessarily kind to them. Only shooting 61%, 20 of 33 at the end of 3 quarters.
Chua rattles on the second. Matamis na 16 pa rin ang abante rito ng Meralco. Black trying to get it to Raymond. Lumusot ng bata. Tunieto on the run. Hacked by Quinto. And the referees will review it. Yung initial reaction ni Nieto, nagulat siya. Pero naintindihan naman.
Pareho, actually, pareho yun pag sinabi na pag kumuha na tayo, nasa restaurant tayo, tapos kumuha na ng bill. Ganun ka rin kabilis.
Regular foul lang Benito. Dito kay Quinto. So 2 shots para kay Nieto pagkatapos na itong timeout. Natin sa atin ang Soler Online. Play the game your way on the Soler Online Sportsbook.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
CJ Cancino with yet another double-digit scoring performance here, and he came to life in that third quarter just when nag-threaten ang TNT CJ Cancino. Ang talagang nanigurado, nasa harap pa rin at komportable lamang na Meralco.
7 ang skinor nitong si CJ Cancino in that third quarter. Nung gaya na sinabi nung bumabalik itong TNT, they went to him, he made himself available, scoring from that right corner.
At this point, we get another report from Miss Eileen.
Mag-windom para kay CJ Cancino, going up against TNT will always be memorable dahil sa kanilang huling pagtatapat, he managed to achieve his career high of 36 points but to a losing effort. Since then, he has focused on upgrading his game, meticulously watching film to eliminate his perceived bad shots. Ika nga ni CJ, nag-mature na ako. Na-realize kong mas mahirap ang buhay ko kung tira lang ako ng tira at nauubos ako sa laro. Kaya naman coming into today's game, he just wants to build off the 5 assists he gained in their previous game, involving his teammates more in balancing out the scoring to be able to sustain his game down the stretch. Balik sa inyo.
Buti pa si CJ, nag-mature na. Itong sa etaps ko, Miss Eileen, parang hindi pa.
No chance.
Umami na lang. Okay, sige na.
Pero ito bumalik na yung import ng Meralco, pabalik na rin itong si Ball, Manud Ball.
At ang TNT bumalik na rin to within 14, 98-84. Quinto, thought about the 4, chased off the line by Nieto. Bong lost his dribble, 5 to shoot. Banquero stretches, no. Ay, huli si Nieto. Alam din niya, he knew it right away.
Substitution.
At ito na yung binabagit dito. Nandiyan na si Jones. At ito na rin ulit si Ball Manute Ball. And you hear the Ninoy Aquino Stadium crowd on. They love watching Ball play.
And because they're expecting something fun and great to watch.
Black. Tumokon, left alone. Could not make it pay. Quinto though with a board. Dito mamasa rin. Di na reset shot clock. Jones, nataplisan ba yun? Parang nahuli, no?
Mukhang natamaan yun.
Heading inside. Scoops it up. Kumapit yung Bengus.
Has been heading here in the second half for TNT. 19 points for him. 16 here in the second half.
Baba sa 12 ang abante ng Meralco. Chance of defense from the TNT faithful in attendance. Banquero forced to give it up. Moko na ilang. Pasa niya, nanakaw. And here comes TNT once again. Heading already with a conference best 19-point performance. Pull-up jumper. Jordan cannot deliver.
That's a good shot still for Jordan Henning, even if he missed it.
Black trying to get it to the right side. Banquero on the move. Sinagupa ni Ball. Quinto. No. Jones keeps it there. Mokon. Dispalinghado.
Naiilang siya pag nasa harapan si Ball.
CJ Cancino for JB Mokon.
Now Cancino checks back in para kay Mokon. But before that, meron tayong timeout. 98-86. Ang lamang na Meralco, bumaba na sa 12 puntos. 6 and 12 remaining sa ating PBA Tuesday. at sa 51st birthday ng ating PBA. April 9 pa actually ang 51st anniversary ng PBA, pero Webis yun, walang laro. Kaya bukas, iba-blowout tayo ni Bosco. Blackwater versus Titan sa alas 5. And then San Miguel Rain or Shine sa alas 7, medyo ng gabi. Libre po manood dito sa Ninoy, pero agahan natin. First come, first serve tayo. Sigurado, napakaganda ng mga laro bukas. Yung Blackwater at Titan, nangangailangan na manalo muli ito. And then yung second game, bakbakan sa ibabaw naman yun. Rainer Shines taking their unblemished record versus the mighty San Miguel Beermen, who just survived Barangay Ginebra last Sunday because of Don Clarkson Trollano. 98-86. Meralco's lead is just 12. Heading to Chua. 15-footer comes up short. Black on the move. Nambatak there. Jones against ball. Sasali niya si Quinto. Quinto trying to use his speed against Chua. Hoist the metro. Naisahan si Justin.
That was a good move that time by Bong Quinto. They needed that. They needed to be able to get their confidence back kasi ramdam na nila itong TNT pabalik dito sa larong ito.
And Coach Chot, sabi, pakamasayang yung buwelo. Bumalik ulit sa 14 na bante ni Meralco. Hihiling ng timeout dito ang TNT Tropang 5G. We take another look at that Quinto move to get Meralco to 100 points.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Sa unang tatlong appearance nila, but look at what he's done tonight.
You gotta love what he's done, especially here in the second half. 4-4 from the three-point area. Has been spotless as well from the free throw line. 19 points para kay Jordan Heading.
Meralco with a near steal. As Jordan Heading has definitely given some life to the fight of TNT here. Possession remains with the Tropang 5G. Less than 5.5 natitira. Nambatak puts it up. 2 shots parating para kay Ray.
Holding foul on number 1, Aaron Black. That's his third foul, 4 on the Bolts.
Nambatak so far scoreless tonight, no?
Hasn't been able to really make an impact in this ball game. Kasi alam mo naman, pag si Ray Nambatak, you know, it really makes a difference in terms of scoring.
Medyo matumal na nga yung 7-point average niya ngayong Commissioner's Cup. Pero mas natutukan pa yata siya ngayong gabi. Look at Coach John trying to go quicker here. Inserting Pogoy in lieu of Chua. Yan ang okay mag-small lineup dahil meron ka 7-3.
Oh. And he wants to be able to get some three-point shots.
Nambatak goes 2 for 2. So it's a 12-point game here with Aaron Black battling Nambatak to get it across. Banquero looking around. Meralco searching for their 4th win of this Commissioner's Cup. Cancino trying to feed Jones. Nahuli ni Bol yun, pero dun daw sa baba may foul si Pugoy.
Foul on number 16, R.R. Balboa. That's his third foul, 4 on the Tropang 5G.
There's that hand of Pugoy.
Parang binibilin nga ni Bol. Ako yung sasalo, huwag mo na itulak. Hindi mo na kailangan hawakan.
Inalalayan lang naman daw.
Dinala lang sa kanya. Uy, nagbintis. Cancino misses the first. Si CJ shooting 71% from that line this tournament. Bounces on the second. .101.88, 13 abante na Meralco. Stingray kontra Aaron Black. Pupunta sila kay Ball. 20 points so far for Ball. Manute Ball make that 22 to go along with 7 boards.
Let's see what he can do, not just offensively, but defensively. He needs to be able to help TNT make some stops, get those rebounds.
Jones on the other end has 24 and 11. Make that 26. Pero pwede ba maging 27?
Every time TNT tries to make that comeback, may sagot ng Meralco. Earlier on, it was Cancino. And this time, their import, Jones, able to get that three-point play opportunity.
And that shows you the character. No? They do not fold under the pressure of TNT. Laban kung laban pa rin ang Meralco dito. Kaya naman napakaganda ng standing nila sa ngayon. 3-1 nga po ito Meralco. They beat Converge and Phoenix before losing to Rain or Shine, pero naka-bounce back na yan versus Titan. Ball against Jones. Turnaround jumper. Ball delivers.
He's going one-on-one. Going to be difficult for Jones also, because itong si Ball will just face up and shoot over him.
Meralco will have Macau, NLEX, and San Miguel as their next 3 games. TNT sa kabila naman will have Terra Firma, Blackwater, and Titan. Oh, here we go. Lapit isa na lang to. Ball versus Jones. Munti ka pa madulas. Ball, sidestep, bitin. He almost took the ankles off Marvin Jones.
At saka yung pag-shift niya, makikita mo, hindi pa siya tumatalon, but he's able to put the basketball up. Na hindi mo alam kung saan niya dadalhin. Look at this behind the back there.
And the free throw woes continue para dito kay Ball, Manute Ball. Now Hodge checks back in para dito kay Banquero.
7 of 12 so far from the free throw line. Itong si Ball.
He bounces home the second. We've got a 10-point game with 3:50 to go. Meralco needs another big response. Jones, Bebuelo, they go to Black. Jones with a pick. AB over to Marvin for the two-handed throwdown.
Just a well-executed play there by Aaron Black.
That's 32 assists now para sa Meralco. Pino-point out ni Sir Fidel, the PBAologist, before tonight, pang-apat sa kulelat pagdating sa assist per game ang Meralco. Yes, what they worked on during Holy Week.
Passing.
Di ba?
Oo eh. And alala mo rin yung report na sinabi ni Eileen, di ba? Even for CJ Cancino, him picking better shots. You know that he will get the ball. You know that he will take shots. But, you know, putting himself in better positions and taking better shots is key. Because if you take better shots, mas may malaki chance na papasok yun. And that's, you know, that potentially is an assist.
Cancino goes 2 for 2. A bit more breathing room para dito sa Meralco.
At it was led by Jason Brickman. Brickman with 8 assists in the ball game.
Heading to a sliding ball. Pinali pa ni Manute. No go. It'll stay on that side, says the refs. Nambata lines up a long one. Stingray punches it through.
And this is when TNT gets scary. Remember from Meralco, lamang sila nung game number 5. That time in the semifinals. They were up at 5 points in the last less than a minute and ended up losing that ball game. Nambata able to make big plays that time.
Jones again. No go this time. Ball trying to go 94 feet. And then, bigay muna natin kay Heading. Pick and roll action. Ball on the slide. Ball inside. Scoops it up. Gets the basket. Mikasama with foul.
What a quarter for TNT now. You can see that they've definitely gotten their groove back.
7 points this quarter para kay Ball Manood Ball after that prolonged stretch on the bench. At ang pinaka-importanting isdang nabingwit niya doon, pang-anim na foul ni Cliff Hodge. 3-man substitution para sa Meralco. Si Hodge papalitan ni Mocon and then si Brickman at si Newsome magbabalik din doon.
Hodge falling out with 10 points in the ballgame. What he's trying to argue is he was just standing up there.
Rarely would you see a 7'3" guy scoop a layup in. Usually above the rim palagi, pero may finish din kasi.
He's got so many different types of shots.
Short, but Pagoy, like a bat out of hell, takes the offensive rebound. Ball down low. Heading touches. Pagoy.
You gotta love how Jordan Heading able to find R.R. Pagoy, because he's been hot itong si Jordan Heading. But he knew that the defense was coming at him. Even for Ball, giving it up to Heading. Defense was right there on Heading. Giving up that extra pass to R.R. Pagoy. Pagoy knocking down that three. Cutting the lead down to just 6 points.
Ika-4 na panalo ang inahabol netong Meralco, samantala ang TNT wants to go 3 in a row and leapfrog. Itong ball sa ating team standings. Every game counts dito sa ating format. Top 4 will earn a twice to beat advantage pagdating ng next round. 107-101. Largest lead of this game was 20 para sa Meralco. Baba na sa 6 na puntos yan. And Meralco will now have etong sina Mocon, Brickman, Cancino, Newsome at ang kanilang import na si Marvin Jones. Katapat nila sina Nambata, Cobontin, Heading, Pogoy, and Ball Manood Ball. Brickman against Stingray as we hit the 2-minute warning.
Binalik na ito si Jason Brickman to try to make some plays, get some opportunities for Meralco.
Jones looking for Nunu. They want the captain to take over here. 2 to shoot. Newsome's got to take it. Could not bail him out. Ball with a board. Here comes the Tropang 5G.
Tremendous defense there by TNT.
Heading in trouble. Heading battling. Newsome and Heading on the floor. It's going to be a foul on Chris Newsome.
And that's going to be free throws. No one able to recover this ball at this time. And then Newsome diving at him. That's where he got called for the foul.
The 86% free throw shooter Jordan Heading takes care of first.
Cutting down this lead to just 5.
The second one can make it a one-possession game, Dom. Who would have thunk it? Jordan, good. 1:35 to go. Cancino working against heading. Brickman trying to keep them Batak behind him. They swing. Mocon didn't want to pull the trigger. Goes closer. They drop it off. Jones short. And an opportunity for TNT. They've got 32 points in the fourth. Nabata, nakadilihensya ng foul kay Cancino.
And this is where you want to try and attack if you're Reina Bata. You haven't had such a great ball game, but you're always a threat. Kaya kita mo, pag hawak niya yung bola off that pick and roll, it's very difficult to stop a Reina Bata. Cancino not able to stay in front of him, ending up fouling him.
First quarter, 21 lang in-score ng TNT. Second, 19. Sa third quarter, naka-31 sila, but they gave up 34 to Meralco. Ngayon, may 33 na sila while holding Meralco to just 19.
What a comeback by TNT.
Stingray. Good. And this crowd is electric on a Tuesday night. 45 seconds to go. Brickman inside, puts it up. No! Ball with the board. An opportunity for TNT to tie the game for the first time or take their first lead. Henning dives in, kicks it out. Bogoy! No! Ball saves. Ball with it. Newsome and a steal. TNT's got a foul.
They don't need to take a shot.
TNT needs the foul, and there it is.
I was going to say this comeback of TNT when Coach Sean went small, definitely getting that advantage. They're able to attack. That time, that was a good shot, but Bogoy coming up a little bit left and short.
New brings in the first. Not a super explosive scoring performance by Newsome tonight, but these free throws are the most important ones for this Tuesday.
Newsome's got only 6 points so far in this game. Need to be able to knock down this free throw if you're Chris Newsome and Meralco.
The captain of the Bolts looking to push their lead to 4. May timeout pa naman ang TNT. Nunu second. Good! And Coach Schott will want to talk things over with his Tropang 5G, Dom.
Well, important yung free throw na yun because now it's a 4-point lead. It kind of forces TNT to look for a 4-point shot or go for a quick 2 or a quick 3 and then foul or go for the steal.
There's your reset. TNT still with a 30. Meralco on the other end with a full and a 30 remaining. No more fouls to give. TNT with still a challenge left here.
Well, important. You know, if you look at the TNT here, if they're able to get a shot, whether a 2, a 3, or a 4, itong Meralco should have learned already from the previous time that they played itong TNT, where they turned the ball over 2 times in the last, or less than a minute of that ball game, ending up losing that game.
Bukas po, nandito pa rin tayo sa Ninoy. Libre ang entrance. Agarang lang ang punta dahil first come, first serve tayo. 109-105. Meralco by 4. TNT coming to within 2 just moments ago after being down by as many as 20. Will they go right into ball or will they look for the 4-pointer and hunt for it and try and tie it right away, though?
Well, they're going to take the first available shot because if they miss it, they got to be able to have a chance to get that rebound.
Si Hending ang maglalabas.
Remember, the most dangerous guy is the guy inbounding that basketball.
Nambatak, Pogoy, and heading. More than capable of hitting a 4. Oftana is there as well. Nasa 4 seconds na yung inbound na yun. And Meralco decides to play the foul game.
Tama yun. And especially they fouled itong si Ball all the way out there without him even having a chance to take a shot.
Ball Manut Ball, a 45% free throw shooter before tonight. Shooting a little better at 8 of 14. That's 57%. He needs both. Calmly sinks the first off.
And if he makes this, yung inbound na yun ng Meralco, very key. And also, will Meralco call a timeout?
They have 2 of them.
Probably will. You can advance that basketball.
Ball rims the second out. Hindi makaka-timeout ang Meralco. And TNT will have to foul right away. You make both, you survive.
Yes.
This torrid comeback bid. You miss one, you leave a window wide open.
You definitely leave that open.
But expect, if he misses one, nakita na natin ang foul game. So expect another foul, I guess. Jones short on the first. Jones tonight, 5 of 7.
And only 4 points in the fourth quarter.
Second one makes it a 4-point lead. And he delivers on that one. And Coach Schott will burn his final timeout. All the way up top. Now he receives. Ball forces the 4. Heading with a save. Ball is loose. And Quito will secure it. Meralco will survive TNT.
Just great hustle all the way to the end. Itong Meralco, it was tough in the fourth quarter. What a comeback by TNT. But in the end, they were calm and they wanted to learn from that previous game in the semifinals, and they did. They were able to knock down some shots. Nung hindi na sila makashoot, they were able to make some stops in the end.
It's a 35-point quarter para dito sa TNT in the fourth, while limiting Meralco to just 22. Yun yung pinakamababang scoring quarter na Meralco all night long.
And you know, we talked about them being able to make a comeback. They need to be able to make stops. They did the stops in the fourth quarter. And also, they were able to knock down their 3-point shots. Yun yung kinailangan na. Kuha sila ng rhythm doon. Able to spread the floor a little bit more and able to come back in the game. Pero kinulang itong TNT in this game.
Masyado malaki yung naging 20. Kaya naubos na yung paghabol. Best player of the game natin, Di.
Well, in the end, it was CJ Cancino. We saw Cancino, nung bumabalik itong TNT, he was able to knock down crucial shots. He was able to get a number of plays to be able to help Meralco fend off itong TNT. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 10 from the field, pero special mention din dito kay Jason Brickman, who had a stellar game playing the point guard position. In the end, itong si Brickman had a lot of assists. He was able to help them out. He ended up with 8.
Cancino playing the fireman's role para dito sa Meralco, and they improved to 4-1 sa ating team standings. They went back-to-back for the second time ngayong Commissioner's Cup. 110-106 your final score.
Meralco Bolts escape with a win over TNT 110-106, and our player of the game is CJ Cancino. CJ, the last time you played against TNT, you had a career night, but you fell short. Tonight, TNT was clawing back, but you were able to change the ending. Can you tell me how you guys pulled that off tonight?
Well, siguro dahil sa experience namin nung series na yun, dinilang lang namin na kumbaga hindi pwede ulit mangyari yun kasi grabe yung sakit na pinagdaanan namin nun. So, minimake sure lang namin na yung mga nangyari past games, talagang dadalhin namin for the next game.
And CJ, maraming fans came out tonight. May gusto ka bang pasalamatan?
Gusto ko lang batiin yung dad ko. Happy birthday. Love you, Dad. Happy birthday.
Congratulations, CJ. What a win for you. A back-to-back player of the game as well. Now, let's turn it over to the press room with our winning coach.
Good evening and welcome to the post-game press conference. I'm joined by our winning coach, Coach Luigi Trillo. Congratulations, Coach. You set the tone with a 9-0 run to open the game, but the game was decided upon the last 2 minutes. What learning in the past served as the key factor to being able to close out this game against TNT?
Yeah, well, you know, the last tournament, we were in a semifinals against TNT, right? But this is a different makeup now with ball there. You have to give TNT also credit. You know, they hung around. We were up big at the half, and then in the third quarter, they kept at it. 5 minutes left in the ball game, we were up 12, but they persevered, right? And it went down to 2 points. But these are some of these games. A win's a win. We'll take it. I thought our guys moved the ball well. We had 32 assists. We gave them 51 free throws, so that's something to be of concern. But at the end of the day, we got the W.
At ito na nga po ang ilan sa mga panapanabik na eksena sa loob ng Ninoy Aquino Stadium on this Tuesday night para sa PBA 50 Commissioner's Cup. Bakbak Meralco at TNT. Meralco looking for their 4th win. TNT naman gusto maka 3 in a row. Marvin Jones opens up the scoring with a throwdown. 9-0 start dyan para sa Meralco.
Simula pa lang, ganda na ikot ng bola ng Meralco. Napansin din natin itong TNT. Felt like they started out slow. Seemed like they were still in La La Land a little bit. Still reeling off that win against San Miguel. Pero in the end, itong si Ball started coming out, getting his points, 9 points for Ball in the first quarter.
How about Chris Banquero off the bench, beating the first quarter buzzer? That was just a sign of things to come para dito sa Meralco.
Parang kahit anong balik nitong TNT, may sagot ang Meralco. At the end of the first quarter, Banquero knocking down that 4.
First quarter ending 27-21 in favor of the Bolts. We move forward into the second frame with under 9 minutes remaining. Marvin Jones matching ball, Manud Ball, point for point.
Well, we talked about the ball movement, and that ball movement will only be effective if your players are able to get to the spots. Marvin Jones able to get to that spot. He would dive to that basketball or to that lane and get that basketball and slam it.
Ball, Manud Ball with a 3 ball off the window. And with under 3.5 remaining in that second quarter, si Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser came up with a steal and the power layup. He just trucked his way through.
Well, they wanted some energy. They wanted him to be able to run the floor. He is athletic, able to get that layup. But talk about athleticism. CJ Cancino breaking down that defense with a floater, knocking that down.
So first 2 quarters, puro buzzer beater para dito sa Meralco. Gotta love the soft touch after the explosive move mula dito kay CJ Cancino. 27-19 yung scoring dyan sa second quarter na yan. Kaya naman, 14 ang abante ng Meralco heading into the halftime break. In the third quarter, si Chris Newsome na hindi masyado nag-ambag in the first half. Biglang mag-iingay ng tres.
Again, ball movement. You got to give it to Meralco. Finding their captain at the corner, knocking down that three. Chris Newsome, what you like about him is, doesn't matter what role he plays, he's all about the win.
Speaking of threes, 2 tres lang para sa TNT sa kabuuan ng first half. Pero si Kabuntit, nakadalawa sa third. They scored 5 of those long bombs in that third frame. 2 rin dyan, courtesy of Jordan Heading.
It all started with Kubuntin and Jordan Heading in that third quarter, getting some confidence from the three-point area, knocking them down. And doon nakita mo konti-konti nagkakaroon na ng rhythm itong TNT, trying to get a comeback against Meralco.
Pero for the third consecutive quarter, another buzzer beater para sa Meralco.
At the end of 3 quarters lamang ng 17 itong Meralco. Again, may balik itong TNT pero mas malakas, as matunog ang sagot ng Meralco.
The birthday boy, JV Mocon, delivering that one. 88-71 was the score heading into the fourth. And we pick up the action with under 4 minutes remaining. Marvin Jones, 29 points, 12 rebounds sa ball game na ito. And the timing of those points.
And making himself available once again. Aaron Black finding him, getting him that basketball, getting that slam dunk, giving them some breath of fresh air.
How about ng Batak scoreless through 3 quarters with 7 all-important ones in the fourth?
Ang maganda din sa fourth quarter sa TNT, iba-iba yung pinanggalingan ng puntos. Nakita natin si Batak, nakita natin itong si Ball, nakita din natin itong si RR Pugoy. And combining, helping each other out to try and get back from this big lead.
Bumaba na nga sa 2 from a high of 20 hinahabol ng TNT, but they could not connect here with Newsome coming up with the biggest steal of the evening. Wala nang shot clock, kaya napuwersa ng fumaul itong TNT.
But still fighting itong TNT. You like how they were trying to fight all the way till the end. Newsome knocking down that first free throw, giving breathing room para dito sa Meralco. Also knocking down that second, extending the lead to 4.
Meralco as a team shooting 22 of 29 from that free throw line. At ito yung diskarte binabanggit mo. Hindi na pinatira ng 4, final kagad si Ball.
Tsaka ang pinakuha ng bola si Ball. Diba? That's what you want. You can be able to talk about that in the timeout na kung sinong pagagawin mong receiver para yun ang ifa-foul mo.
9 of 16 si Ball from the line tonight. TNT as a team, 34 of 51 free throws.
51 free throws. That's just too many to be given up by Meralco. But luckily for Meralco, they were still able to win this ball game. Especially when you're playing TNT. TNT, you know, a team with so many weapons. But sometimes, you know, you might opt to just foul them and get it from the free throw line rather than them taking it from the 3 points.
Sabi mo nga, mayat-maya, nagka-comeback bid ang TNT. Pero finally, in the end, nakagawa pa rin ng paraan ulit itong Meralco. That's all they did all night.
Yep.
Keep them away.
Defensively making and getting that stop. Itong Meralco learning from their previous mistakes.
110-106 your final score. Meralco improves to 4-1. Mabagsak naman sa 2-2 ang Tropang 5G.